Hello everyone. Welcome back to my channel. I hope everyone is having a nice day before we begin the video. Please subscribe and give the video a thumbs up. General Hospital spoilers are in for Wednesday, June 25, 2025. Fans can expect Marco Rios, Adrian Ancondo to make a delivery. Cody Bell, Josh Kelly follows orders. Meanwhile, Alexis Davis, Nancy Lee Grahn seeks out Elizabeth Lise Baldwin, Rebecca Herbst. Fans watched as Tracy Quartermaine, Jane Elliott, blew up Drew Kane's Cameron Matheson press conference. A big part of that was Cody, who took ownership of the ketamine and gave a cover story for all the press. In a preview clip for tomorrow's episode, Tracy tells Cody that they need to discuss his payment. Then Cody asks if there is something more he's supposed to do. It seems that Cody will do exactly as Tracy instructs. Over with Alexis, she will seek out Liz. Fans recall that Liz confronted Christina Corinthos Davis, Kate Muncy, about the accident. Liz also knew that Christina's true targets were Rick Lansing, Rick Hurst, and Ava Jerome, Maura West. Even though Liz is furious, she has agreed to keep Christina's secret. Alexis will want to be sure that Liz is going to keep her word. However, Alexis might get a tongue lashing from the nurse. Liz might wonder how Alexis let Christina go so far without mental health intervention. General Hospital spoilers for the next episode reveal that Dante Falconeri, Dominic Zamprogna, and Brooke Lynn Quartermaine, Amanda Seton, discuss their son. Dante tells BLQ that if they are going to reach Giovanni Palmieri, Giovanni Massa, then they need to work together. The detective is right about that. Gio seems convinced that he was just thrown away. However, Dante was clueless, and BLQ knew she was too young to be a mother. If Dante and Brooke Lynn team up with a united front, maybe they can explain all the details about the adoption. If anything else, Gio should know he has family when he needs it, even if he's pushing them away right now. Fans will also see Martin Gray, Michael E. Knight, get some bad news while lying in a hospital bed. Marco makes a delivery. Lucas Jones, Van Hansis, warns Liz that she's leading Rick on. However, the nurse passionately denies it. Meanwhile, Ava mumbles liar while slumped in a chair, most likely in a hospital room. There is also Martin, who tells Rick that if anyone can irritate that woman, it's him. Plus, Sonny Corinthos, Maurice Bernard, demands an answer. Which storyline are you looking forward to seeing the most? Share your thoughts in the comment section below. Remember to keep watching the soap on ABC to find out what is coming up next. General Hospital spoilers for Wednesday, June 25, reveal a web of manipulation, payments made under duress, seething anger, and one man's dangerous ultimatum that could shift power in Port Charles. At the center of it all are characters with everything to lose and nothing left to hide. The episode is set to peel back the layers of deception and emotional turmoil as Martin Gray plays a slick game of legal strategy while Tracy Quartermaine faces the consequences of a debt that demands more than money. Meanwhile, Ava Jerome's anger finally erupts, and Sonny Corinthos issues a demand that might change the course of several lives. It's a day where everyone's moves have consequences, and the fallout is about to begin. Martin Gray has always been a lawyer with questionable ethics, but on this particular day, he proves just how far he's willing to go to secure power and profit. With Lucy still suspicious of his behind-the-scenes tactics and deception's future hanging in the balance, Martin quietly meets with a powerful investor rumored to be circling the company. But Martin isn't just making deals, he's playing both sides. He promises Lucy stability and loyalty while secretly negotiating terms that would give him a controlling stake in the company if things go south. Armed with knowledge from documents he wasn't meant to see, Martin approaches Tracy Quartermaine with an offer that sounds like a favor but feels more like blackmail. Tracy, whose involvement in deception has already stirred controversy, is shocked when Martin presents proof that could link her to insider trading. He calmly lays out the scenario. Either she buys his silence with a generous payoff, or he exposes her actions to the board. For once, Tracy doesn't have a witty comeback. She knows Martin has her backed into a corner. She agrees to pay up but warns him that if he double-crosses her, he'll regret it. But Tracy has her own plan brewing. After paying Martin off, she contacts Brooke Lynn and orders her to dig into Martin's financials. She suspects this scheme isn't just about money. It's about leverage, and Tracy wants to know who's really pulling the strings. Brooke Lynn hesitates, caught between loyalty to her grandmother and her growing discomfort with the endless cycle of betrayal that seems to follow the Quartermain name. Still, she agrees, aware that whatever Martin is up to could bring down more than just the company. Elsewhere, Ava Jerome is done playing nice. After weeks of tiptoeing around Mason's threats and Nicholas's mysterious fate, she reaches her breaking point. She finds a package waiting for her at the gallery. A USB drive containing audio files of a conversation she had with Nicholas the night he disappeared. The voice is unmistakable, and the tone is chilling. She plays the clip over and over, her rage building with every second. Whoever sent the audio wants her to know they're watching and that her secrets are not as buried as she hoped. Furious, Ava storms over to Sonny's office demanding answers. She accuses him of failing to protect her and implies that someone in his circle is using her as bait in a bigger game. Sonny, tired of the chaos and betrayal piling up around him, doesn't deny that things are slipping through the cracks. But he warns Ava to tread carefully. He reminds her that playing victim won't save her this time, especially if she's hiding more than she's admitting. But Ava doesn't back down. She throws a glass against the wall and tells Sonny she won't be intimidated, not by him, not by Mason, and not by whoever thinks they're clever enough to manipulate her. Her fury is raw, and it scares Sonny just enough to make him reconsider who might actually be pulling the strings in the war between the Corinthos Empire and the silent forces trying to dismantle it. In another part of town, Sonny's day takes a darker turn. After reviewing security footage from one of his properties, he discovers something that stops him cold. A trusted associate has been meeting with a known federal informant. Sonny calls in Dex, who confirms the intel but warns that confronting the traitor now could lead to a federal crackdown. Sonny doesn't care. He's had enough of whispers and betrayal. He sets up a meeting with the informant and delivers a chilling demand: disappear or die. The message is clear. Sonny isn't playing defense anymore. He's going on the offensive. Meanwhile, Nina Reeves continues to feel the heat from every direction. Her marriage to Sonny is hanging by a thread. Her access to Willow is limited, and Crimson's board is starting to question her leadership. When she bumps into Carlia Kelly's, the conversation is anything but civil. Carly accuses Nina of manipulating Wiley's custody case, while Nina fires back with venom, blaming Carly for keeping Sonny's family fractured. But things escalate when Willow unexpectedly walks in and hears just enough to realize that the two women may have reignited a war that could ruin everyone. She confronts Nina later at the Metro Court and tells her that unless she learns how to coexist with Carly, she'll never be welcome in her family's life. Nina is crushed, but doesn't argue. Deep down, she knows Willow is right. As the day winds down, Port Charles is far from calm. Chase and Dante, both under pressure from recent crime surges, meet to discuss rising tensions. Dante confides that someone inside the PCPD may be feeding information to Sonny's enemies. Chase admits he's noticed inconsistencies, but warns that if they're wrong, the fallout could be massive. They agree to play it smart: quiet surveillance, off-the-record interrogations, and a slow, careful approach to a problem that could explode at any moment. Back at General Hospital, Sasha meets with her therapist and opens up about the terrifying gaps in her memory. The doctor assures her it could be the side effects of her medication, but Sasha isn't convinced. She believes someone is trying to drive her crazy again. When she runs into Gladys in the hallway, the suspicion doubles. The two women share a tense exchange, with Sasha warning Gladys to stay out of her life or face the consequences. It's clear that Sasha is tired of being controlled, manipulated, and underestimated. Elsewhere, Maxie Jones finds herself caught in the middle of a corporate war she didn't see coming. With Tracy paying off Martin and Lucy retreating into paranoia, Maxie is left to run the day-to-day at Deception alone. A surprise inspection by a health compliance officer only adds fuel to the fire. Someone tipped them off, and Maxie is convinced it was sabotage. She begins tracing the leak, and all signs point to someone close. When she confides in Spinelli, he promises to dig deeper, but warns her that the truth may force her to choose sides between friends and enemies. Over at the Quartermain estate, Olivia senses trouble is brewing. She's worried about Lois and Brooke Lynn, and senses that Ned is keeping something from her again. When she finds him in the study reviewing documents, he quickly closes the folder and brushes her off. Olivia, however, is not one to let secrets sit. She follows him later and overhears a conversation with Diane that includes the words witness, perjury, and family name. Whatever Ned is hiding could be connected to something much larger, and Olivia is determined to find out what it is. As night falls, the final scenes build to a crescendo of tension. Martin receives a phone call from someone he calls the real boss, confirming the funds have been transferred and that Tracy played her part. Ava is shown sitting alone in the gallery, staring at the broken glass on the floor, while her phone buzzes with a message that simply says, "You're next." Sonny is seen driving through the night, Dex in the passenger seat, as he prepares for the meeting with the federal informant. Sasha locks her door, lights flickering ominously as she turns around and sees a shadow in the hallway. Tracy pours herself a drink, her hands trembling, knowing that paying Martin off may have just opened a new door of danger. And in the final shocking moment, Willow opens the envelope she found tucked in her purse at the Metro Court. Inside is a photo of her and Wiley playing in the park, taken from the bushes. With danger looming and trust crumbling, June 25 promises to be an unforgettable episode. Every character is either about to explode or implode, and the stakes have never been higher. As lines are drawn and masks begin to fall, Port Charles braces for what feels like the beginning of a war, one fueled by secrets, money, rage, and one man's ruthless pursuit of control. In the world of General Hospital, no move goes unnoticed, and no lie stays buried forever. Thanks for watching this video, and please subscribe our YouTube channel for more update news.